You're now listening to the show about the shit in life that's just a bit too much, from the perspective of stand-up comics. With our hosts, Carmelo Bongiovi and Ken Krantz. This week's topic, Mr. Nice Guy, Part 1. With our guest, David Stickle. This is A Bit Too Much.
I was like, we mentioned this for momentarily when I did your podcast. It was like, maybe one of the nicest guys I've come across in comedy. And I was saying, like, I feel like it's, and I feel like that's like what you're about. Like, that's like your brand. Like, you have the likable if you had to name this podcast the opposite, it'd be the unlikable podcast. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a rare thing in comedy where, not that there aren't nice people, there are. But everyone's real curmudgeon-y even when they're nice. You know what I mean? Like, people are generally... not nice. Yeah, I guess it's like... But it's not even not like, I mean, you get assholes too, but I mean, like, everyone's cynical, I guess, is my point.
Wait, hold up. There's assholes in comedy?
Yeah, weird, right?
What? Where are they hiding?
Yeah. On this side of the couch. But, like, at least cynical. At the best, you get someone who's, like, halfway decent, but, like, still grumpy and cynical. How long have you been doing comedy?
I'm just like a year and 3/4.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
What is this? What is this?
That's exactly what I said.
That's why you're still nice.
Comedy. I'm having a great time doing it. It's crazy that we get to do this. Like, I don't know. Like, I just like...
We say the same thing in a different tone. We're like, it's crazy that we're doing this.
I can't believe I fucking have to do this. Yeah. No, it's wild. Like, I can't believe people pay me to go up and talk at all.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Yeah, I and like so much. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. See, like, even that statement alone, like, you're just like, you're just happy to be doing it.
Yeah, just happy to be here, guys.
But you said something when we were talking about this on your show that like it's people have kind of like spoken to you or like you've heard people talking shit. Like some people get a little mad at you, almost in a way. And do you think that's because you're young and you're doing some cool stuff, or do you think it's because you're so nice and they're like, do they think it's like phony? Like what?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
Do you know what I mean? Because you said to me that it has gotten back to you a few times that there's been people who are like talking shit, and it's like you're just out there doing.
I think people talk shit because like I've gotten some pretty sweet spots, so early, and I really think like it's like hard to figure out like what is funny and what isn't funny, you know what I mean? And like, so like I can't look at a comic and be like, oh, I'm funnier than they are because I'm so fucking new, you know?
Yeah.
But I can sit there and be like, well, I know I'm probably nicer to work with, you know? Like, so
you can own that. You can be like, I know I'm definitely nice.
Yeah, because they suck to hang out with, you know? So like maybe I'm getting a job because, you know.
I've always said that a good hang will get booked way more than an unfun killer.
Yeah. No one wants you in the green room if you're just a jerk to people.
Yeah, if I'm in a green room with somebody that you know I feel like I shouldn't even be there with, like I'm just gonna shut up and then like be like, you want your credits? What do you want for credits? And then just get out of the way.
Right.
You know, I'm not gonna interrupt anybody's process, but you know,
But what do you think makes people mad at you over it? Like, because you said that a few times, or is it just because you're doing cool stuff and they're like jealous?
I think it's because like it's like, you know, when this was happening, it was like maybe a year and a half in, you know, and everybody's just like, you know, you get booked at Laugh It Up a lot. Like, you know, I've been doing this for even just last weekend we had a show. I'm one of the co-producers for Don't Tell Hudson Valley, and Don't Tell, if you don't know, is like it's like a thing now, and the other comic in the area messaged the co-producer, not knowing I was a co-producer on this.
You just thought you were booked on it?
Yeah, he just thought I was booked on
it. You're like one
and
of the guys.
The message was like, Dave's only been doing this for like 6 months. How is he getting those spots and not me? Thinking like the guy just booked me.
Is he local to like that part of New York as well? This guy, whoever did it?
Yeah.
I will never understand comics who like, first of all, you're fucking with someone's money, so that's already like you're trying to unbook someone.
Yeah.
And I will never understand comics who are like trying to like forget about just talking shit. Like people talk shit, whatever, and sometimes it's fun to talk shit. But like, I mean, actually, or like he's reaching out. What's the intention there?
He's going out of his way. I think he wanted to get it booked on a spot, being like, "Hey, man, I think."
But that's not going to get you booked. I would never book if I was running something. I would never book a guy whose entrance to me was you fucking booked that guy.
Yeah, and not for nothing, but this motherfucker hasn't been hitting any spots or doing any work for quite some time. Like it's kind of like an inside joke amongst the comedians in the area. It's like this dude's on vacation again. Like he's always like somewhere, and it's like crazy because like I hate to be like this guy, but I'm like. I'm fucking driving, 3 hours, there and back every night to go to different spots and like
it's just tonight.
Yeah, well, this
3 hours to get here.
2.5, 3 hours to get here, and I'm like, that's really not a big deal, Like,
he's farther than I am, and it took me 2 hours to get here.
Fuck.
This motherfucker complains for
2 hours to get here every time.
Yeah, well, we do. We record in bulk.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But
I was like, holy shit.
He's like, oh man, it took me. I had to make a two block detour to get here.
Yeah. I'm half an hour away, and I'm like, again, we gotta.
This motherfucker. I'm like, we're gonna start recording at this time. He's like, can we be out of he's like asking what time we're gonna be out of.
Ken lives in the mall. Lives up there. He's like, I don't know.
I just don't understand comics who. Well, one, it's a bad move business wise. Like the same, like we just said, like you're always gonna get booked if you're a good hang. If people know you're not a good hang, like why that person, your co-producer, let's say this was his thing alone, he or she, they would never reach out to that person now.
Yeah,
you'll never want to reach out to that person.
No, I could not imagine.
Even if they were right about whatever comic they were talking about. You know what I mean?
I could suck. Like, that's fair.
No, you are funny. You are funny, but even if you weren't, that was like, what are you trying to accomplish by reaching out to me? First of all, insulting how I'm booking the show. So you're also insulting me.
That's another thing. I didn't even think about that.
Like, you're also insulting because it's someone who's booking.
You're saying like, hey, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Why would you book him? 1. 2, you're just being a cranky asshole. And 3, now you're, I'm so sorry. You're so right. He's bumped your book. That'll never happen. Like, what would you looking to accomplish by doing? So I just don't get that. But I do also think, and the reason why I brought this all up in the first place, is that sometimes when you are very nice to people, this kind of happens, which should be the opposite of what happens in life, right? Like, you're nice and people should be nice back. But I don't know. So I think that sometimes being, like, if nice guys finish last type, like, people get mad at or mistreat people who are like kind, consistently kind.
I guess I don't know. Like I really kind of take the opposite approach. Like, I hook up people that I want to like reinforce positive behavior with.
I mean, so, honestly, even just you saying those words, I got a little mad for a second, so I kind of.
but like, if you're gonna be nice, you better be fucking stupid.
Yeah, like I'm defending you, and then you said that, I'm like, shut up. Yeah, that's too much. I don't.
Fucking milk a cow.
Yeah, that's too fucking kumbaya for me.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but I get what you're saying. You're trying to do the right thing by people.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Like, I want to fucking help out people that helped me out. That's important. Like, I would kill somebody for Cal. If Cal called me and was like, hey man, I need you to get down there and kill these gay guys real quick. Everybody's gay. Like, I need them all dead. Like, they
but when you say it like that, it sounds like a homophobic hate crime. But yeah.
Actually, you're right. Sorry about it. They said,
I have him in my phone as Big Gay Cal.
I love that.
Yeah,
there's a comic in
exasperated Cal
used to be up in this scene. He's actually down here now, Pat Downey, and he's got this great bit about like Cal doing the reverse Booker thing of just like, you don't have to suck my dick to get a spot. I gotta suck your dick to get a spot. It's like, sorry, my hands are tied. I gotta suck your dick. Like, it's the business.
I know this dude that's a public defender, and he's representing this dude. And the client is like, look, I don't have any money to give you. Let me suck your dick. And he's like, I'm a public defender. Like, you don't have to pay for this. Like, there's no bill. And he's like, no, I don't feel right. You're doing all this work. He really wanted to suck this guy's dick. And I don't know. It wasn't like I didn't ask if he.
It's also supposed to be client defender privilege that he didn't disclose that with you, and I'm very upset with him now. Yeah.
I'm assuming he didn't work with him.
Yeah.
Because he was afraid that at some point he's gonna have to take this blowjob.
Fuck, man. That was.
I don't think Cal would give a good blowjob. That's my.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I picture Cal being very thoughtful.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Let's fucking rip it off.
Yeah.
It'd be like angry.
You know what? Given that Cal loves pro wrestling so much, there would be so much showmanship with it.
Yeah, but he's also into horror.
Oh yeah, like
he's also into like
top rope.
I think it'd be more like that Terrifier shirt he wears. You know?
Oh yeah, it might be the scariest blowjob you've ever gotten, but there's gonna be gyro music.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good music. It's gonna be like death metal. It's gonna be like some band called like Sheep Scrotum.
The noise that they're making in the band is gonna be the noise he's making on your dick. It's like
cattle rape.
Cattle rape. Yeah. Nun fuckers scroll shit. There's always an animal and a vile act.
Yeah, it's like a Mad Libs.
Oh no, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of a real band. Cattle Decapitation is a real band.
Yeah.
Is it really?
That's like a big one. That's like a very well known death metal band.
We sold this beer for a long time, and the beer it's named after a band called Pig Destroyer.
Yeah, see, it's always it's an animal and then something terrible, like almost every time, or it's something like, or it's like something Norwegian that you don't understand. It's either like it's like just like schlickflock, or like pig face fucking. You know what I mean? It's like what are the other? That's like all of death metal bands. It's it's like squirrel sodomy or like schlupel.
I love it when they collab.
Yeah, well, one opens for the other. Typically, is how that works. I used to be a very nice guy. Like
you still are a nice
I'm
guy.
nice. I'm like I think the distinction is fuck you. I think the distinction is I'm still a good person.
You're like a sitcom dad now, I feel like.
I feel a little bit more like Rob Reiner, actually. I'm a good person. Like I'm not hurting people, but I'm not generally nice. You know what I mean? Like my demeanor isn't nice, I guess is why I'm cranky all the time. Not trying to mistreat people. But I'm always like cranky and annoyed. And I do think part of it is because when I was younger, like when I was a teenager, I was like the nice guy who got taken advantage of. I think like I always finished like I feel like it was this way with like my friends, this way with my family, this way with girls. It was like always like I was just a little too nice, and people like liked being around me. But then I didn't.
Did you get friend zoned a lot?
Oh yeah,
yes,
as a teenager,
I see that.
As a teenager, for sure, man. It took a minute for me to be like, oh, I've got to like keep some of it close to the vest. I can't just like be like hard on your sleeve all the time.
I feel like.
Now I have sauce on my sleeve.
If I feel like you're the kind of guy like if I were like invited over to your house for like a dinner party, you would do like everything so thoughtful. There'd be a beautiful spread. There'd be all this kind of stuff. No. There'd be so much stuff. Am I wrong? Is that way off?
No, it's right.
All right, I'm gonna be.
This is every episode.
Beautiful spread, but then like if I don't eat the right cheese with the right meat that you prepared on this charcuterie board, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fine, and then you're gonna go in the kitchen and be like, fucking prosciutto with.
No, I think the only distinction.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I think he nailed you.
The only distinction I'd have to make is I would tell you in the moment that I didn't like the way you did that. That's the only difference. Is you're 100% right about the entire setup. Everything would be thoughtful, it'd be curated, and the food would be fucking amazing. I
think Ken, I feel like you're probably the kind of guy that's like a tough cookie to crack, but once you're there, you're like best friend material for life.
You know what? I think I'm nice. I just don't think I have the likable thing. Like I do think.
Why do you feel that way?
I don't know. Like I think I'm talking about more on stage. Like I always feel like it's an uphill battle a little bit to get people on my side.
Yeah. It's been a year. I still
Like
don't
you walk up on stage and people are like, no.
Yeah, sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, no, I've had.
Sometimes he's 3 minutes before his set's over, and they just feel like I'm not doing this last joke.
Oh yeah.
happens?
I filmed a special last year, and table walked with like 3 minutes to go.
Oh my God. What was that like thought process while on stage? Did you notice it?
Yeah, no, I called it
It
out.
was the table, like the most front table that could happen.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the rest, like the set was going well. Like it was very well. Like it wasn't like that was just that person's thing. Like they had to go or something. You know what I mean? But it was. I got so happy though. I saw them stand up. I was like, oh, I fucking.
Is there anything better than watching a friend bomb?
But you weren't bombing.
No, I know, but isn't that the best?
No, it is great. It is great. But
So, like, do you like watching your friends bomb?
You know what? I don't know if I've ever seen a friend like truly bomb, but like,
that makes me feel like they're all bombing.
huh? Yeah, well, we're all fucking new, so I'm too dumb to identify a bomb, but I'm like, oh wow, you did good. I'd be like, they did not laugh at all.
4
actually.
people left. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. You really you turned them.
Yeah.
Like,
Just something bad happening to your friend on stage is great. Like,
yeah.
That moment, that person got up. Also, earlier in the set, you pissed someone off. That was a different story. The person I think who left at the end, I think they had to go or something. That's what it seemed like. Earlier in the show, someone behind me left. They were mad.
What were they mad about?
So one of your jokes. I don't.
Do you do offensive humor?
I don't think
Do you do offensive humor? Do you work blue?
Do you work? Yeah, blue. This is a term
No,
I
I'm
learned,
definitely not like. I have 1 or 2 dirty bits, but nothing filthy.
No, I don't think it was filthy. I think like it was a like I think it was like, let's say you were doing, I don't know if it was like during a transgender joke, but like, for example, if you're doing a joke about just the topic, they were definitely the kind of people who would have just been offended about the topic of what you're talking about.
It's not your place to bring it up.
Yeah.
It's not your place. I hate that.
Yeah.
Like, I got a good angle.
I've caught many like post-show lectures.
Ooh.
About like, you shouldn't be talking about this. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
I've had people, I had a lady, I was at Gotham one night. I had a spot downstairs in the lounge and I had a spot upstairs in the showroom. I pissed some lady off in the lounge, went upstairs, did my spot in the main room and left like 45, maybe 60 minutes later. She was outside by the front door waiting on me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
You know what's funny about this is like
That transgender joke that would piss people off.
Yeah.
But it would get them
The one
so
you did
mad.
when you were
Yeah,
doing
but
it.
it's like, I feel like it's kind of pro.
It is. It's not. But sometimes we've talked about this on the show before. Sometimes it's not even your actual stance.
Yeah, no, it's
just
like
that
they
you're
just hear a
just-
buzzword.
Yeah, you're saying something that they feel is untouchable.
It's funny. I never had a transgender person get upset with it. I had transgender people come up to me and be like, I love that joke.
Yeah, right.
It's always a white lady
Yep.
getting offended on someone else's behalf.
Most of these things are white
which to
ladies,
me
yeah.
feels way more condescending than just, it's like, wait, now you're saying like, I don't even trust an entire group of people to decide what's funny to them. So let me tell you what's funny to them.
This person that left behind me during your show was also during someone else's set earlier in the night. I don't remember who it was. They liked something they said. And they like laughed a little bit, but she also went, yes. Like,
Oh, yeah, she
and I was like, what are you doing?
definitely
Like,
hated
it's like fucking slam poetry. Like, what is that? And she's like,
I feel like that's a millennial or like, that's not, nobody in our generation did that shit.
no.
I miss my generation too.
Unless they were checking their
I'm
hearing.
also too old for
They're like,
that.
am I deaf?
Yeah.
She was like, it was like an agreement. It was like, yes.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who or what it was
Good.
about.
I'm glad I walked them.
and then you were, I don't know, you were probably 10 minutes in, and they were like, and I just heard the voice because they were behind me, so I'm not seeing them. It's a group, but one person in particular was the most vocal during everyone's sets, good or bad. And then she was like, no. And then I like everyone at her table, I think, was having a good time. And like this person is a person who ruins things. And you can tell everyone's like, oh, we gotta fucking go.
You could just say woman.
Boy, it sucks to be married to that
She
person.
was a woman.
Yeah. It sucks to be married to that person. That car ride home is just a repeat of everything that they did not like. And that guy's just sitting there like, fuck.
Yeah. Like,
I'm not
that he
getting laid.
can't even say he enjoyed it.
Yeah. I thought the one guy was funny. Oh, really?
Well, because whatever it is in life, like that your wife doesn't like, you like if she really doesn't like it, you always have to be a little careful with saying how much you do like it if you do. But if that thing is humor, that fucking sucks. But if that thing that pisses your wife off is humor, then you're just fucked, because then you can't like openly laugh. Because laughing is such a reaction to things. You don't plan to laugh. Like when something's funny, it catches you off guard. So if you're with someone who you have to like be like, oh man, if that catches me, I might get in trouble later. That's fucking, you can't be with that person.
It's crazy to think about guys like watching Shane Gillis clips in the living room while their wife's asleep, like it's porn.
That was a fucking good joke.
I'm gonna sneak in some dirty comedy. Yeah.
What are you doing down there? Be like, I'm jerking off, honey. Like, sorry.
Yeah, right. It's like, I heard you laughing. Oh no, it was 2.5 Men. It was safe. It was safe humor. Yeah, I don't. Look, that happens all the time. Like people get offended at shows, but like getting people up to go, like check with the table, see if they want to stay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like that was a table of 4 or 5 people. You don't go like if I don't like a restaurant, for example, and I don't want to be there. I don't just assume the few people I'm with don't want to be there. I deal with it. I'm like, all right, I'll just I'll
complain about it later.
I'll just hit a Chick-fil-A.
The best complaint I ever got was from somebody that wasn't even at the show.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was a Danny Braff produces this show, and it's in a restaurant, and it's down, so they got a downstairs room where they do the stand-up. And I couldn't tell you what I was talking about, but there was a table celebrating like their Nana's birthday upstairs. But I guess they were positioned close enough to the stairs that they could hear whatever I was talking about coming out. And they got very offended to the point that they had to move the whole table outside because like the Nana was so upset. And then they sent the restaurant like a very strongly worded email the next day. And I was like, great. I walked a table that wasn't even at the show.
Word just gets out in town. People are like fleeing the town.
I didn't know they had outdoor seating. They don't, actually. Yeah. Let me just tell you.
It's like the Stephen King book, The Stand, where it's just like that virus. It's like basically precursor to COVID. The whole town's wiped out because Ken's there. It's like they just got a guy everyone's coughing, spitting up blood.
There's cars backed up on the highway. Like I was playing on the fucking FM.
Yeah, everyone's trying to get out of town, like that scene in Independence Day where everyone's like, "Fuck, we're fucking trapped here." Raph just.
So you're a dark and edgy comic then?
I think, yeah. I guess I like darker jokes, but I also feel like I've mellowed out. Like I don't feel like I have to tackle every uncomfortable subject anymore.
Did you felt like you wanted to put your spin on something because of like you didn't like how people were tackling it, or you were just like you kind of like fucking with the crowd a little bit?
I like fucking with the crowd. I'm okay with silence. If I bomb, I'm okay.
Okay, that's cool.
But I'm not even high, and I just fucking blanked out.
Yeah, this is why he has to be okay with silence, because sometimes it's his silence. Yeah. He's the one speaking, and then his brain. Just
but I don't. So I haven't like. It's been a minute since I've gotten a lecture or.
Yeah, you know how you said to me earlier that like I talk about food all the time, like you talk about this all the time, and sometimes I'm like, he's repeating a story, and then I realize, no, this just happens to him a lot. Because you've had a few stories about, they're different stories, they're not the same story, about you pissing people off I feel like I when I was younger, I used to piss people off a lot in comedy. Like I don't know if it was, maybe I was more offensive when I was younger.
Okay.
I had gotten a few threats, like physical threats at I remember like New York Comedy Club. This fucking big ass dude. He was so big and but he was like weightlifter, jacked. And I'll never forget him because he was like, he had a sleeveless shirt on. It was summer. He had a sleeveless shirt on and like cargo shorts.
Okay.
And he really smelled like BO. Like I remember that when he walked in when I was just at the front bar area. I was like, someone stinks that I saw this guy. And then the show's happening. And I don't even remember what I said, but he started getting mad. And then because he was getting mad at me, especially at that age, I felt like I was like, my defenses were like, now go harder. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I handle it that way anymore. But I was like, if you're coming at me at all or saying anything, I'm going to like probably go a little over the top. And I just started like ranking on him and his friend. And and I kind of thought like his friend was laughing and he wasn't laughing, but I thought it was fine. Mm-hmm. And then after the show, he's waiting for me this is a big motherfucker. And he's waiting for me. And I thought it was just him and that guy, but there was like some girls that were trying to pull him away. Like he clearly wanted to fight me. There was this guy back then, this huge dude that worked the front door at New York Comedy Club. And he was like kind of signaling to me from behind him, like, do you want me to? And I was like, I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to be like a pussy and be like, yeah, please remove him. But I also was like, this guy's gonna fucking murder me. Like he was mad and then he had said something like, and I don't know if this was even honest or if he was trying to scare me. He was like, you don't know what it's like. You've never killed someone. He's like, and then he's like, basically said he was like in the Middle East. Like,
you sure he just say you've never even killed? Are you sure?
That was Joe Rogan.
Yeah, maybe you misheard.
He's just like picking on you.
Yeah. And then he told me he was in the motherfucker. Then he said he was like in the military and like it basically was saying like he's killed people. And I feel like if you're in the military and you kill people, you don't say that.
Don't tell. Yeah.
So I don't think he was.
That's bluster.
But he was definitely a little unhinged. Like his eyes were like darting. Like he was talking to me and like his eyes were all over the place. Mm-hmm. And he seemed unhinged. I don't think he was like a military or maybe he
was on coke or something. You know,
could have been. Could have been. Yeah, could have. You know, and it could have been like a coke energy thing going on. But I remember going, and I feel like this was my mentality back then. It certainly is not now. I was like, I'm gonna have to go get my ass kicked. Like I wasn't gonna not fight him because I was too too prideful. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I think in that moment, had he really went through and wanted to fight me, I would have went out and just got my shit kicked in.
I'm just picturing you like rolling up your sleeves, like time to go get my ass kicked.
Look, I could fucking throw heads. I have gotten into a lot of fights. I was not going to win this fight. Uh-huh. No doubt, this guy was. I don't think I could have reached his face. Like he was tall and I have no illusions about it, but I would have went out there and gotten my ass kicked. I've had moments like that. Like I got jumped once in a nightclub in Queens. I was getting stomped on like in the club, and then they separated everyone. And I had like foot marks all over my white button down shirt. I was like, God damn it, what just happened to me? And then they were like outside, and I was like, I guess I got to go. And I was my guy friends had left, and I was there with just like two girls. Mm-hmm. And they were like, don't go out there. And I was like, no, I got to go. And they were like, don't go outside. And I was like, I just felt at that age that you don't back down from a fight. Okay. Again, another situation where I was lucky they didn't stay and wait. Mm-hmm. And then they saw me outside. They were screaming things, but they like all their girlfriends pulled them away. And I was lucky. They would have fucking destroyed me.
Yeah.
But I had that. But now if I was like clearly in a situation where I'm like, this guy is younger, bigger, stronger. There's no way I'm winning this. I would not want to fight that guy. Mm-hmm. I have more to lose now, I guess. Uh-huh. I guess that.
Yeah, man.
I think I just wanted someone to kill me back then. I think I was hoping somebody would just do it.
If I die now, I go out with potential.
That guy in your comedy club ended up apologizing, and I didn't even argue back. I was just like, I don't know. So I remember saying to him, I didn't think what I said to you was that offensive. I felt like that's what I said to him. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go outside and get my ass kicked. And Joe Pontillo was like, see you later. See you when you're dead. Like he wasn't.
See you at your funeral.
Yeah, he wasn't going out there to help me. Joe's half my size. What was he going to do? Fucking bite his ankles? I was like, I'm gonna go out there, and then I think his girlfriend talked him down, and he was like, hey man, sorry, I just had a bad day. He's like, just no, and then he's like, fucking like almost ran out. Like he's like, oh, gotta go, and then he just fucking ran out. I was like, well, that saved my life.
It was cocaine.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It was probably cocaine.
Tune in next week for part 2 of Mr. Nice Guy with our guest, David Stickle.